Hey everybody, this is Spath. I'm here at Full Flush Poker at a 50-cent $1 no limit table this morning. It's the 7th of October. Just sat down. Uh, I'm here on the button. I'm Teach here. I'm Teach GPL on Twitch, and I'm Spath on YouTube. I hope you'll follow me there. I'm just going to call here on the button. Hopefully I entice the big blind in, get some pot odds here for me. If he goes way up, I'm getting out of here. Well, they're red, but they're not the right red, so looks like I'm in trouble here. Got to get out of Dodge. Now, if they would have checked it all around to me, I would have made a stab at that pot, yes. So that was a good bet by Sweetback. Pot size bet, 51. His normal bet would have been 1, so that's $2.50. I know a lot of you that are listening and watching understand that concept, but there's some people that are just moving on up through the ranks and they haven't heard the term before. They don't know how it's calculated, so I try to re-emphasize it all the time so that they understand it. So please bear with me when I try to instruct as well as demonstrate some techniques and strategies. Thank you. It's a fun game. You should be enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, something's wrong. You need to take a step back and step away and maybe read, maybe practice somewhere else or something like that, because it's a fun game. It can be very, very tough, but it's a fun game. So this guy raises to 3. If somebody else comes in here, I'm going to raise it up to 15 or 14. If not, I'm going to make it 10. All right, so now the pot would be 9. I'm going to make it 14. If I'm up against aces, I'm going to get my clock cleaned. We don't want an ace on the flop, you know that. Okay. Let's see if he's got ace king. Nope. I was hoping I could get him to go there, but he might have put me on ace king. He may have only had ace queen or a smaller pair. I was just trying to stack him. I could have gotten, I could have played that a lot different. I could have just bet a smaller amount and had him come along, but I don't know if he would have done it at all. He may have been an underpair. I don't know. I don't know him that well. But a lot of times these guys at these tables, if they hit something really good or hit top pair, they'll stack with you. So I was trying to get a stack. Here I'll just pot it. Got 1 sitting out, so we're playing 5-handed. That ace jack is at least good as ace queen or something like that. I got position. I got no cards though. I'm gonna go $7 or $8 here. Oh, he goes half the pot. Hit the 10 or hit the set. I have no redraw other than the high cards. Oh, let's cut my losses there. That's an easy fold. You'll notice that most people come in with $100 here. They don't usually come in late. What I mean by late, they don't come in like usually with $35, $40 and try to run it up. They usually want to have a stack because they know that these folks that are 100 plus, it's hard to push them off when you bet $27 or $30 because they stick around. There are some people that'll do it, you know, the Catos of this world. If you watch some of my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. He's going to wait to the big blind. If you come and watch this game in the evening, I'm doing this at 12:30, 12:40 in the afternoon. But you can see how active people are here. If you come in the evenings and just watch a 50-cent $1 game, you'll be surprised at how big the pots are. Look in the lobby for the average pot size, and you'll see that they're 20, 25, $30 average pots, which is 30 times the big blind, or 25 times. That's a very aggressive, a lot of pre-flop raising situation. I'm just going to call this guy here. Oh, I'm not going to call that. So this is a big hand here. He's going to bet the pot or $9, somewhere in that range. He only goes half. Do not like that bet at all. See if Sweatback comes over. He does come over the top. Gets the quick call. He'll check. 5 didn't help him. This could be a $35, $39 bet. You got to anticipate. Now, did he hit the flush? He says he did. Maybe a straight. He hit the nut flush. So he paid all that money. Look at that pot. $206 is in that pot. Talk about in the evening how big it gets. Look how it gets here in the daytime. So I'm going to go set mining on this guy. I know that he's got the money to give, I'm going to pay $250. He's got to have at least $22. He's got way more than that. I need a 4 here, try to get his stack. That's not the flop I need. I don't know if he has the ace. I don't know if he has the queen, but I got to find out here. And that's what you have to do. His bet size was wrong for the pot. He wouldn't have done that with the ace. He was trying to see where he was. He might have had jacks. He might have had kings. Who knows? But he was just trying to see where he was. So I took advantage of it. He's a little testy now. He might come back over top of me, get his money back. Nope. Fresh Meadows, Russia, Somerville, Watertown, and LULU. LULU. Las Cruces is in New Mexico, but LULU. That's a new one on me. So you can see the difference between all the times I've taken you into the nickel dime and a 10-cent 25 and a 25.50. This is not your 25.50 or below type table. This is putting money on the table. Look at the bets, 10, 14, 37, 35. You've got to expect some bigger swings here. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but you got to suit up for all of them. And you got to expect and anticipate just what's going to go down. That's the normal raise in the backside. This guy, Whitty, is not going anywhere today, it doesn't look like. C. Whitty. This bet better be 650 if he's, no. So yeah, I know, he's afraid of aces, that's for sure. That's not a good bet. Let's see if he's got queens or if he's got the ace. Nope. Sixes, only sixes. Knew he was afraid of the ace. You could tell by his betting. I'm trying to point that out to you more and more. The early position, I don't like this hand. If I was really dominating this table and really catching cards, I might try a raise there, but I'm just going to let it go. Even though diamonds has come out a few times. That's kind of stretching things here with a queen 10, although, we're playing six-handed. Now, I expect somebody to make this $2 or $3, so I don't expect to see a flop with my dollar. There's the 250. Can't defend with that. If it was 2-3 of spades, I'd be thinking about it, or king 10 of hearts is definitely defendable. $3 out of position, it's not worth it. You can't play it. I do it with a pair because I know if I hit my card, I'm good. Here I got to hit. If I hit the king, I'm in trouble. I got to really hit queen jack or king 10 or 2 10s, or it's just too much, or it's a bunch of hearts. 7-5 also not a very good strong hand. Get out of the way of the raise. Now we haven't seen to showdown too much other than the one that ace jack, one with the diamonds. So we haven't seen what these guys are playing, how light they're playing, which is unfortunate because we don't get to see many cards at this level. There's a lot of raising and folding. But you can see that people that come in first, watch that every time. The person that comes in first, see how many times they win the pot. In tournaments especially, look and see who comes in first and see who takes down the pot. You'll notice that the person coming in first, the majority of time, wins. If they bet the right amount. Now, there's a caveat to that. You know, if they come in with min raises and stuff, they're not going to always win the pot. But if they come in strong like they should, proper bet size, they win more often than not. Now, see, he took a long time to raise. Sometimes people do that as a ploy to make you think that they're weak, but they're really strong. So Sweatback just jumped right into it thinking he's weak. And so we'll see if he is weak or not. He may be, but if he isn't, he'll go over the top. And he just apparently was as weak as he anticipated. Again, you got to watch, you got to watch, you got to watch. You got to see if anybody has patterns to give you anything. Like this guy here, he just did $3. He hasn't been doing that much, so I think he's probably in a strong hand mode. He might be at several tables too, you know. The old saying a long time ago is, you know, oh, that guy's overseas, he must be on dial-up. Those days are over. I don't think there's too many dial-ups anymore, but some of you remember those days, getting disconnected when you had pocket aces. Boy, that frosted my chaps. Oh boy, here comes Witty. Watch 20. No, he didn't bet it. He didn't bet it. I thought he would bet into him. I thought he would try to take it away from him. He's been quiet. And he's the guy from Russia. They're usually more aggressive. The Asian player is much more aggressive. And then, of course, the European is aggressive. I guess people in States, Canada, they're more passive than the other countries on the continents. For him to call here, he'd have to have a really strong hand. Him and I both are out of position. Not much you can do with that. I expect the $3 there. Now he's calling, so he's got something. He didn't come over the top. So I would put him on something like King Queen. I'd put him on like Ace 10 suited. I'd put him on hands like Pocket Sevens. And then I would try to narrow that down. That's a group of hands I'm putting him on. So King Queen doesn't fit here. He checks, see if he bets. If he had sevens, he'd bet the pot, trying to end it right there. He bet a good bet. I think he'll check again. No, he didn't. I think he's lying through his teeth here. I don't think he's got the flush. I think he'd have come out betting the first time with 4 flush. He ain't gonna like that card. Oh, he bets 26. Really, does he have 7-6? Does he have 8-9? Does he have a pair of 10s? What does he have? Come on, let's go see some cards. 3-4, nothing, bluff. There's the 9. 3-4, the bluff. See, he played the board to make you think that. That's great information there. And he played Jack 9 all the way to the end. Super, super information. He paid $3 pre-flop with a Jack 9 of hearts. I remember that kind of stuff. So now I can change. I gave him credit for King Queen. I gave him Ace 10 suited. I gave him Pocket 7. I gave him way too much credit for having a good hand. Look, he calls him a calling station. The bluffer who got beat is calling out somebody else. That's cute. $3 seems to be the bet. You see my cards. If you think you could do better with them, please email me, alspath@alspath.com. We'll discuss it because I don't think I could do much more with these cards. I did have the kings, and I squandered an opportunity, but I was trying to get the stack. I told you what my plan was there. Other than that, not so much. This is worth a pot bet here. Just don't want to get 3-bet, especially by the button. I didn't really want the button in, and then he 3-bets out of position. That's my signal to get out. Queens are better. My idea, my gut says. Price me in. Come on, Crucis. We'll take a shot. We'll take a flyer. Not a good hand. If it wasn't so wet, with 2 hearts and 3 running cards, I could try to check raise him there and influence. I could check raise him there and influence him that I had the straight, but it's probably hard for him to believe that I had a straight there. He probably had an overpair to it. So we're running bad for about 10 minutes. Still bad. If he folds on the pot bet. Can't do it. Sure, you'd say, well, you're going to pot. Why don't you just come over the top? Because he is a calling station. And I don't want to call him my 8-10. It's a really lousy hand unless he really hit 7-9 jack or something. All right, let's go, cards. A little better, not great. Worth the pot. Remember, he hasn't been playing at all. All right, maybe that'll reverse things here for a little bit. That's a little better. Remember, it's still just a medium ace. It's not a strong ace, but you're playing 6-handed also. Pot. He stayed quickly. Man, I can't catch a thing, and he's on me. He's got the king. I can't do anything. Good hand for him, bad hand for me. All right, 11 in the hole now. 13 above to 11 in the hole is not the turnaround that I wanted. Once again, the blind is raising. And then he checks. Did he hit the 9? Did he have like ace-9? That's the question. He's going to bet here $9. Yeah. Show that winner. Show that ace-9. Somebody coming in. Nope. We're calling this guy if he raises. We're not going to do it fast. He's folding this one. Oh, just when we had a plan. I'm tending not to believe this guy anymore, so I'm trying to hit something. As long as he doesn't re-raise. Oh, he's got a bigger kicker again. Lucky sucker. Kicking my ass. Not let him get out. Let's see what happens when I re-raise this guy. Uh-oh. He hasn't been in much of anything. This could develop to be the biggest pot of the night. Horrible. Gotta try to win it. Alright, that helps. Nah, I need a better hand than that. Can't get loose just because you start losing. This is a good demonstration of how I got to keep my focus. And if you go $30 down like I'm down, you can't just all of a sudden think, well, negative. You just got to be positive, get the matchups, stop making mistakes. If I've been making mistakes, stop compounding them. Get some cards. Can't be mad that you don't get the cards. Everybody's getting their share of cards. It's just sometimes they run, and they're just not running my way right now. So just hope that it changes. Can't get mad. Those people that get mad at the dealer and the live are just silly. He just shuffles or she just shuffles or shuffles, and they get to do it. I'm gonna call here with this 5-6. I want to try to get in a hand so I can felt somebody. I'm gonna see if he'll bite on this. One more time. I need the 5 right here. Damn. That's a bad card. Bad card. I'm gonna stay with him now because I don't think he's there. He had 10s, so he didn't have the ace, and he was willing to put all that money in. Isn't that something, folks? If I could have hit that second pair, I could have really got him. I just took a chance. Did not happen. He hasn't done that much. Maybe he did it before I got there, and that guy did the same thing to him. He was gun shy. Well, I hope these cards change quick because I got an important call to make here in about 5 or 10 minutes, and I hope it doesn't come screaming in on the phone before I get a chance to call the person. I just saw a game going, and I wanted to jump in and get a recording. Not the hand. See what he does. He's betting here with a good hand, but he's also betting the fact that this guy who's in late position may have a weaker hand. He's saying now, I got a really good hand. He goes the whole 100. So he goes out. Wow. This must have been like queens or something. This guy must have had ace king. Didn't want to just do that flip. He would have lost most of the time. Big bet there by Sweatback. don't see any hands that anybody's got into the pot for 50 cents or $1. I don't remember any hand that way. It's been a raise every time, and all folds are a call. Finally got a hand. Let's see what happens. Is he gonna do it to me? Is he gonna bust me? Let him wait. See if he thinks I'm really stealing. He's got the aces. I got the queen. I get lucky. I got a quad hand. Thank you to bring me back to 104. He got me. He got me. He had the aces. Think about how often you get aces dealt and queens at a 6-person table. Try it. Deal its face up. See how many times you can do it. It doesn't happen that much. You know, just before I said that, I said, should I go up here and add funds? You know, that would have been in there too. I would have lost more if I lost to him, but I would have won more if I had, but I was going to leave in 5 more minutes, so I decided, you know, not to do it. But it cost me another 40, 50 bucks that I could have won, but it could have cost me another 40, 50 bucks that I could have lost too. I mean, he definitely had me beat. You know, I don't expect to get quads. I don't expect him to have the aces. So anyhow, I hope you take a lot from this session. I didn't win nothing. I mean, $5, but that's not the goal. The goal is to win more. But if you can take some from the aggressiveness of what's going on and how lucky I did get on one hand and unlucky on other hands. I'm Al Spath, and glad you're checking out my YouTube channel, Al Spath. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 200 subscriptions. They're free. You can watch all my videos. I have over 70 videos there. Bankroll building from the low limits up. We're into 50 cent one. So take the ride with me. Give me an email. Let me know if I can help you. alspath@alspath.com. I do private lessons, and if you use the word teach, I'll discount them 25% off the first 2 sessions. So give me a call. They're usually $100, but I'll make yours 75. That's a pretty good deal. 75 to 75. You save 50 bucks. alspath@alspath.com. Teach GPL on Twitch. And sometimes I even go on Ace High Radio, so you can follow at Ace High Radio there too. But Al Spath on YouTube is where you want to be. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon. This is Al Spath signing out.